Hi everyone, welcome to the TCS Toronto Waterfront Women's Training Program, powered by ASICS. I'm Cheryn, your performance tech rep here in ASICS Canada. I'm here today to talk to you all about the gear and the proper footwear you'll need for your training and race day needs. And I'll also offer some tips along the way of how to get the proper footwear on your feet and how to prep for that race day. So first tip is where you want to start and begin your footwear journey is get a proper footwear assessment. You can go to our retail partner running room. They have stores across Canada and staff that are trained to give you a proper assessment depending on the type of foot strike and running gait that you have. They can narrow it down to the product that is going to best aid you in terms of injury prevention and getting you to the start line healthy and ready to crush your goals. And now, leading into some of our product families we have here at ASICS in terms of our performance running product, we'll jump in and kind of break down those 4 different categories here. First category being the protection line, our stability shoes. The lead shoe within this family is the Kayano. So something to know about a stability shoe, it's usually offered to runners that need some type of medial support. So if your arches collapse inwards, you're a heavy pronator, you're gonna wanna look down this category product line. What we offer with aiding the support with any pronators is we usually have some type of medial posting, or in this instance, we have a nice foam pod that helps rebound the arch back up to life as it collapses downwards and inwards. So the Kayano 32 has been around for a while, since 1993, so we've gone in a lot of iterations, a lot of tweaks and updates to the shoe to make it what it is today. A really lightweight stability option if you do need something that gives you more support in the medial area. If you're wanting something a little lighter and sleeker, but still need that supportive shoe for your training, we have the GT 2000. So again, it's a stability shoe that's just packaged in a lighter, snappier feeling underfoot for people who want to maybe pick up the pace a little more or just don't like the bulk of the Kayano. So both of those options are great if you do heavily pronate or need some more support. And then we'll transition to the cushion line, our neutral shoes. This is where most runners will fall into when they're beginning their footwear journey and figuring out which running shoe works for them. So the lead shoe within the neutral category for us, ASICS, is the Gel Nimbus. So the Gel Nimbus is your maximum cushion, maximum comfort shoe to help care and take care of the legs through your easy days, long runs, and any hard training in between. It's packed with a ton of our FF Blast Plus foam, which just really cradles the legs and helps you recover so you can hit your next day's training workout or easy day run. Again, similar to the stability category, we have in the cushion category a sleeker, a lighter version of what a Nimbus is, and it's called the Gel Cumulus. So if you're looking for something with a little less bulk, lighter on foot, you'll want to try out the Gel Cumulus. It offers a much smoother heel to toe transition while cutting down some of the bulk of the foam and also just making it a lot easier for that smooth ride underfoot. And then transitioning to our newer category for us here at ASICS, something that came around 2019, a product family called our Bounce family. It is to be energizing and a lot more springy underfoot comparative to our Legend models with the stability and cushion neutral categories there. With the Bounce category, again, it's still a neutral training category. So again, there's no medial postings to help support any pronation. So it is offering to those who have a really neutral gait or potentially supinate, roll out. You'll want to look at these types of products. So the Nova Blast 5 that I have in hand, it's packed with our FF Blast Max. So a really, really energizing foam underfoot that's super lightweight and soft to take you through all your hard days, through like workout sessions, long runs, easy days. Just a really well packaged shoe that can take on a lot of mileage through your training. Again, a really cool feature beneath the foot as well is the trampoline designed in the forefoot. You'll really feel this when you're pushing off of that forefoot or when you're transitioning from your heel to push off the front of your foot. You'll feel that spring that helps you just propel forward and get you moving at a really even gait as you're in your training runs. And then for a little bit more of an exciting or more versatile option in terms of maybe having something for race day, your hard workouts, and your long runs, we have the Super Blast, and we're on the second model of this iteration of the shoe. So the Super Blast 2, it is categorized more as your super trainers, as we would say in the industry. So it's a shoe that acts as your daily runner, so can do just about anything from your easy days to those long runs, but also it's packed in with our race day foam, so our FF Turbo Plus, that you'll only see in our carbon plated Metaspeed products. With this shoe, you'll be able to hit workouts and even lace up on race day. And if you have a goal at the end of your race that you want to hit a certain time or place, this shoe can also carry you to the end and hopefully get you to those goals. Again, a pretty high stacked option in terms of like how much foam is underfoot, but really versatile, offers a lot of speed underfoot as well. And then lastly, we'll look at the speed products of our product families here at ASICS. And it's really oriented towards those who have like a certain goal that they've circled on their calendar, a time, a place, and they're really driven towards getting that. So again, it's not products that necessarily everyone needs, but it is focused towards those people looking to set some personal goals of their own and achieve those. So we'll start first with the Magic Speed. It's kind of your entry point into what our speed products are like. It's a carbon plated training shoe that can also act as a race day shoe for alternative options. You'll see the carbon plate beneath the shoe itself. It'll peek out and you can actually touch it. And then again, it's very lightweight in terms of the upper, the midsole foams, because when you are lacing up a race shoe, you're very conscious of the weight of the shoe and how your legs can turn over quicker with having lighter product on foot. We also packed this new iteration, the Magic Speed 4, with FF Turbo, so as a bit of like some premium foam up in the forefoot to give you that responsiveness that you'll want when pushing off the ground. Great entry point option if you're just wanting to get into carbon and are carbon curious of what the effects are, a great place to start. And then the top of our speed line is our Metaspeed series. We have two models that make up our Metaspeed series. We have the Sky and then we have the Edge. And you might be asking, what's the difference there? So the Sky is your race day shoe that is directed and best used for stride-based runners. So someone who increases their speed by increasing their stride length. The plate itself will sit even underneath the foot, so it gives you much more of an upwards, like bouncy feel underfoot. Hence, jumping towards the Sky, if that helps you remember it, it will give you that more vertical bounce feel. And then the Edge on the other side of the spectrum is for anybody with a higher cadence. So that means they have quicker turnover, shorter stride lengths and steps. So they're hitting the ground much more often. And so with the Edge, it has a bit more of an aggressive forefoot push off. The plate will go even until it hits the forefoot area, so the front of your foot, and then it dips low like a ladle, if you can imagine that in the shaping. And it really gives you that like tipping over kind of really aggressive push off in the forefoot, almost like you're tipping over the edge. So if you can remember that, pushing over the edge is like aggressive forward, higher cadence option. Bouncing towards the Sky is your stride length option. So all these products are great to, try out in store, see where you feel most comfortable in, because it really does come down to what you feel most confident wearing and training in. But awesome options to try out when you are in a store to try out the product. So my second tip would be kind of thinking about your shoe rotation. As you're training for a half or a full marathon, you are packing on a lot of mileage and a lot of hard training runs. So you'll want to think about potentially having 2+ pairs of shoes within that rotation. That being said, if you already own a pair of running shoes and it still has a lot of good life in it, like it's pretty fresh and new, you can go out, get another one, and like rotate that in that manner. That way you're not going in, buying 3 pairs of shoes one time. This way it kind of gradually brings you into a natural shoe rotation. And the reason for a shoe rotation is really to help you with injury prevention, by offering, if you have different shoes, it offers different feels underfoot to really change up how the body's moving. Running is a really repetitive sport and repetitive motion, so you do neglect a lot of muscles that may not get the same use as when you're doing your forward running motion. That's why this program here, we are offering like a holistic training program that's gonna teach you stretching, strength work to help incorporate so you can get to the race day fresh and healthy. The other thing about our shoe rotation is a lot of these shoes have really premium foam technology in the midsoles, and after doing the high mileage that you'll be doing through the program and compressing those foams, it needs time to kind of rebound and bring itself back to life. So just like your legs, where you may need a day off from training, your running shoes also need that day off to help rebound it back to life so that you can continue to use it for the full length of its lifespan and also get as much out of the shoe as possible through your training runs. And then lastly, my last tip, and this is probably one of the most important ones in terms of just helping your mind be settled on race day and also just like confidence going to the starting line. You definitely want to practice a dress rehearsal, I like to say it, before race day. So like the last workout in the program or the last long run in the program, you're gonna wanna like gear up in exactly what you wanna plan to race in on race day, from head to toe, the right socks, if you're running with a vest, if you have a belt on, hats, all the apparel that you're gonna wear, you're gonna wanna put all that on, test it out. That way, during that workout, during that training run, if there's anything that pops up, you're prepared to like make adjustments before race day. This way, when race day comes around and something does maybe pop up, you're already like prepared of like the best plan and action to take when something may pop up in terms of gear-wise for you. And also you can plan and prep and change that plan up before race day so that there's no worries in mind. And that's what ASICS is all about. Our name itself is an acronym. It's Anima, Sana, and Corpora Sano, which is sound mind and a sound body. And that's how we want you to feel heading to that start line on October 19th. So we can't wait to cheer you on. Hope the training goes smoothly. If you have any questions or inquiries about ASICS products or any type of running questions, please feel free to reach out to me. But look forward to cheering you on October 19th.